ITheir TV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the Morning News.
Good morning and welcome in. It is 5 o'clock Wednesday, February 4th. Thank you so much for joining us. You got Ryan and Rachel with you today.
Yeah, good morning to you. And if you step out your door, you might be greeted by some flakes. We were on our drive in, also on our walk into the station. Here is a live look right now at the intersection of 31 and 57 there. And you can see just some light flakes. Oh, that famous car wash, one of the dances in the morning that Kate likes to rock out to.
Love that.
Yeah, this is in clay.
And Kate, this is the diamond fluffy flakes.
Yeah, very light, very fluffy. So it's an easy move out there because we're not getting a lot of snow. But for some of you, you probably have at least 2 to 3 inches, if not more, to shovel out. That's why we do have some winter weather advisories. Wayne, northern Cuyahoga counties, that's where we'll find some of our higher totals this morning. And we are still dealing with the snow. It's going to be around throughout our morning hours, coming out a little steady at times between Cortland and Cincinnati. So a heads up there, especially on your secondary roads, and up towards Baldwinsville, Clay, heading out towards north of Cato, towards Fairhaven. That's where you'll find even more of that snow. That's where you'll have at least 1 to 3 inches you're waking up to this morning. You'll tack on about another 1 to 3 by the end of the day. Temperatures. Look at that, everyone's in the double digits. It's been a while since we've had a morning like that. Highs today in the 20s, so not quite as warm. And we're going to keep on this colder weather for a couple of days until another Arctic blast of air comes this weekend. More on that in a few minutes.
Yeah, just door bridge. We have an injection, car into a light pole.
We start this morning with a story that was breaking as we came on the air this time yesterday. A police chase near Tip Hill in Syracuse ends in a deadly crash. We're hoping to get another update from law enforcement today, but here's what we know so far. A damaged tan minivan. The Onondaga Sheriff's Office says it was stolen and deputies were trying to pull it over, but the driver kept on going. That led to a chase where the minivan ended up crashing into a pole on Erie Boulevard West near Geddes Street. The driver died at the scene, and a female passenger was taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Now the Attorney General's office is looking into the crash, which is protocol anytime someone is killed during an interaction with police.
The next time ICE agents...
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a good morning. Starting you off with our roof cam. Looks like bugs flying around, but this is snow. We are still dealing with these snow showers pretty much all across central New York. Some spots coming out a little heavier than others. A lot of you are waking up to fresh snow cover on your driveways. We get 18 degrees outside at the Syracuse airport. That's the warmest morning we've had in quite some time, and that's even with a bit of a breeze, making it feel like the single digits. So a lot of you are waking up, especially along and north of the Thruway, anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of fresh snowfall overnight. We'll see an additional about 1 to 3 as the morning goes on. Here's our radar. We got that spray of lake effect snow showers, a little steadier downwind of Cortland from Dryden down towards Cincinnati and down into the southern tier. Occasional snow showers around Syracuse, extending into that northwest corner of Onondaga County, and where we have winter weather advisories over near Cato and Wolcott. That's where you'll find, again, additional about 1 to 3 inches during the day today. This was all behind a cold front that came through yesterday, sweeping away the 30 that we hit yesterday for the first time in 12 days. Didn't feel that bad. So we're waking up chilly with some scattered snow showers this morning. We're keeping it chilly throughout the day. Temperatures, we're knocking it down a couple of pegs. Our highs today in the lower 20s. So we're not going to be as close to seasonable as we were yesterday. Still dealing with occasional snow, again about 1 to 3 inches right about here from Cato to Baldwinsville to Sodus, and lesser amounts, an inch or less outside of that during the day today. Overnight temperatures between 10 and 15 again. Tomorrow's highs still in the 20s. We're going to keep it in the 20s till Friday. Over the weekend, very cold again. We got another round of Arctic air behind a cold front on Friday. Wind chills. This is the wind chill forecast for Saturday. Feeling like 10 to 20 below zero during the day Saturday and again on Sunday. But once we get to about mid-February, this hopefully is offering a little bit of hope for some of you. This is the first time in a while that we've been putting the orange in that 8 to 14-day forecast. Now, we're not going to say it's going to be 40s or 50s, but hey, if we can get to mid-30s above freezing, that's okay, I think, for a lot of folks. Now, there's still going to be plenty of winter still to go, still more snow in our forecast, including today. We have these scattered snow showers this morning, eventually kind of fizzling out this afternoon, giving us a cloudy day, temperatures in the 20s. For the overnight, things are pretty quiet as well. We're keeping it cloudy, and our lake effect snow showers mostly concentrated near the lake shore. You know, with the amount of ice coverage we have in the lake now, we're at a little over 30%. It's tougher to get lake effect deeper into the state, and so a lot of it stays concentrated near the lake shore. Again, very cold this weekend. Still some widespread snow Friday night into Saturday. Snow showers continue Sunday, Monday. Then we climb out of the freezer with teens on Monday and 20s on Tuesday.
Right now, 5:15.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a very good morning. This is live in Clay, right at the intersection of Route 57 and Route 31, looking out over the Splash Car Wash. It's dancing with the lights for you this morning. And those car washes have been very busy the last couple of days, picking up fresh snowfall this morning. It is a very light and fluffy snow. A lot of you have already heard from some of our weather watchers. About an inch has been the average I've seen so far. You probably will pick up a little bit more closer towards the lakeshore you go. We got some steadier snow, the kind of spray of these bands downwind of Cortland down into the southern tier. We've been dealing with it from Syracuse to Baldwinsville, Clay, from Cato, and over towards Wolcott, extending up 31 or 81, I should say, up towards Watertown. This is all behind a cold front that came through yesterday. So we're dealing with these snow showers. We're going to pick up an additional 1 to 3 inches of snow by the end of the day today, but a lot of this is going to be wrapping up around noontime. Our temperatures this morning, not nearly as cold as it has been. We've had many, many mornings in the single digits, both above and below zero. This morning, everyone has 2 numbers with their temperatures, so that's a little bit of a change for us. 17 in Fayetteville, 13 in Redfield, and 16 in Jordan, 21 in Oswego. It's still cold, though, when you factor in that wind. We are still feeling sub-zero down in parts of the Finger Lakes. So at the bus stop, a little snowy. We'll have at least a fresh couple of inches of snow on the ground for a lot of you. Waking up in the teens, coming home in the 20s, and cloudy. It's a chillier day. Our temperatures, we did hit 30 yesterday. That was great. We were still below normal, but we made a little headway, only for it to get yanked from us. We're back down to the 20s today, and it stays like that tomorrow, Friday. Friday night is when that next Arctic cold front moves through, and we're back to the single digits for those highs and sub-zero wind chills for this weekend. On our timecast, not a whole lot of snow happening. We are going to continue the lake effect snow showers this morning, again, through at least lunchtime. So some of these roads, especially neighborhood roads, secondary roads, are going to be a little slippery when snow covered. Nothing major, just you take it easy, take it slow, you'll be fine. This afternoon, limited breaks of sunshine, but our temperatures, they're in the 20s again, so we're back to layering up again. Overnight, fairly quiet, limited lake effects, mostly near the lake shore tonight or tomorrow morning, so about another inch or so expected. During the day, there's not a whole lot, very quiet tomorrow, cloudy, still chilly, limited breaks of sun with highs near 20 for tomorrow. Then we'll start off dry on Friday. Widespread snow rolling in here Friday into Saturday. Pretty much everyone game to pick up at least 1 to 4 inches of snowfall by Saturday morning. Leaving us very, very cold. Wind chills 10 to 20 below Saturday and Sunday. Then we'll climb out of that mid next week.
Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the Morning News.
Good morning and welcome in. It is 6 o'clock. We got Ryan and Rachel with you. Wednesday, February 4th. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. And you might be waking up and looking outside, or maybe have to take the dog out or go for your morning walk and saying, wait a minute, uh-oh. But it's not that bad. Just a few flakes in the area.
And they're the fluffy kind.
This is what it looks like. Well, I guess more than few. Hey, right on cue. Cue the plows. Right there at 57 and 31, you can see the plows out. Boy, the DPW, they've been working hard. No matter, you know, the state agencies, the county, city, you name it, the towns. Those guys and gals have been rocking this winter, so a big shout out to them. Again, this is in Clay at that very busy intersection.
You might know the dancing car wash.
Yeah, that is a very fun car wash there, Kate.
It's going to have some Pitbull playing in the background.
Yeah,
there you go.
that's right.
Fit your summertime. Yeah, no, car washes, they have been busy the last few days, and, you know, we're picking up more of that snow right now. Plows coming through. We're picking up fresh snowfall this morning from our lake effect. We had a cold front come through last night, taking us from 30 yesterday back down to the 20s today. So a lot of you are waking up to fresh 1 to 3 inches of light, fluffy snow. We'll tack on about another 1 to 3 for places like from Cato to Baldwinsville to Wolcott by the end of the day. Temperatures, we got teens this morning. That's not too bad. Some of our warmest mornings we've had in a while. Highs this afternoon only landing back into the mid-20s. We're going to keep it in the 20s for a couple of days before it gets very, very cold again this weekend. We'll have more on that in a few minutes.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Here's a live look right now in Clay. We're at the intersection of Route 57 and 31 where the flakes are flying. It's a fluffy snow out there, so it's pretty light, but still enough where it is accumulating. A lot of you are picking up at least a couple of inches of snowfall and making the roads a little slippery. So just take your time heading out the door. Give yourself a few extra minutes. You don't want to be rushing if you can help it. Here's what it looks like on the radar. We had a cold front come through yesterday, and so now we're left with the lake effect behind it. Spray of lake effect with some steadier bands downwind of Cortland, Ithaca. We move up 81 to Syracuse, still dealing with these snow showers coming off of the shoreline, even extending all the way up into Watertown and parts of northern Lewis County with some of these steadier snow showers. So we're tacking on additional snow. We're now up to 114 inches of snow for the season. Cold front moved through last night, and our temperatures are going back down. So this is new snowfall during the day today, upwards of new 1 to 3 inches of snow. This includes parts of Baldwinsville, out towards Jordan, Cato, Wolcott. Seeing even some winter weather advisories for Wayne and northern Cayuga County until noon today. Temperatures were waking up in the teens. We factor in the wind, though, then it feels much colder, like the single digits, even sub-zero for some spots down in the Finger Lakes. So at the bus stop, it's a cold one. It's a little snowy. So the kids, especially the littles, they might want to wear their snow boots heading out the door this morning. Coming home, mostly cloudy. Temperatures, we're in the 20s. We hit 30 yesterday. Felt pretty good, even though we didn't have a lot of sun. But now, because we had that cold front yesterday, the temperatures are back down to the 20s. So we're seeing some of that colder air, and it's only going to get colder again. We have 20s all the way through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday, single digits returning. And wind chills, well below zero. We're talking 10 to 20 below zero again this weekend. So we got to get through one more frigid weekend before things start to kind of level off a little bit for next week. But for today, dealing with some clouds, limited breaks of sun, and still dealing with occasional snow showers, mostly this morning. No major issues getting out and about for this evening. Overnight, mostly cloudy. Very limited lake effect snow, just mostly hanging out between Sodus and Pulaski with our lake effect snow showers. Not much happening tomorrow, too. It's fairly quiet. You know, this whole week has been relatively quiet. You know, we've seen a little snow like we do this morning, but it's not a foot of snow. So at least we have that working for us for as far as getting out and about. Now, for those of you, the snowmobilers, the skiers, and all this has been a very, very good season for you. And you have more cold air to capitalize on that, including this weekend with more snow and about widespread 1 to 4 inches of new snowfall on the way at the end of the week. By this time next week, though, we'll be talking about temperatures slightly above freezing. So we're not going too much of a warm-up, but just a little bit.
I'll take it. At this point, I'll take any of it.
I think it's better than -2.
Yeah.
Even that's cold.
Now, your forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
All right, as of midnight, we're sitting at 114.1 inches of snowfall, more than 3 feet above average, well ahead of everyone else in New York State. Rochester is trying, but, you know, we'll see if they can even get to 100 inches here by the end of the month. Here's what we're looking at, headlines and beyond. Limited lake effect happening today. Most of it is happening closer to the Lake Ontario shoreline, as much as a half foot by the end of the day today. That's from last night and today. 20s 20s today, single digits returning for the weekend. Here's our radar dealing with that spray of snow showers. We're picking up additional snow for today, so we'll probably hit that 150, or at least close to 115 inches, 115, which is what we had last year for our full seasonal total. And we'll see more and more of it by the end of the week. So by the end of the week, Ryan, you're probably going to be out of our contest. Rachel's already out with our golden shovel.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, you guessed 101.
Oh, your
So
child's
you're
played December.
out.
You were gone.
What did you
You
get?
were 119, 117 or 119. I can't remember.
Where are you,
For you'll
Kate?
be out. I was 120.2.
Yeah.
And what
So
are we
I'm
at?
still in 114.
Thanks for listening.
Well, she just threw out a lot of numbers. There's a lot of
Here
numbers
we go.
there.
Take us to the question of the day.
We are just 4 days away from the big game, by the way. So we're testing your Syracuse football knowledge here as well.
The 70s for highs.
Yeah.
I know, I'll
Did you
take
tell me
that.
you live in Syracuse?
I did.
Hey, there's our producer, Kaylee.
Kaylee.
There
That's
she
such a great
is.
one of you, Kaylee. Love that.
Look at all the buttons she can push right in the ditch anytime.
So if you want to give it a try, just ask ChatGPT, create a caricature of me and my job based on everything you know about me.
Yours says DNN News.
I know.
Is that like Dean News?
Probably.
I didn't give it that many prompts. I didn't mention like News Channel 9. I think I just put like your photo, anchor, Syracuse. So I think it just kind of
I got you.
creates.
Hey, well, anyway, thank you. Very nice of you.
I'm such a nice lady.
Create me in Chat GPT land.
Yeah.
Always wanted it. Welcome in. It's 6:30. The flakes are flying on
Yeah,
this
they
Wednesday,
are.
February 4th. Look at that. We are out in Clay this morning at the very busy intersection of 57 and 31.
Very fluffy.
It is fluffy. You know, yes, we're winter warriors here. You know, people say it's only a few inches, but it's about when it falls where it can be problematic. So we're
Morning
hoping
commute.
it won't be an issue for the morning commute. But we see plows out this morning. That's great
Clouds
news.
are out. You know, if you just give yourself a few extra minutes, a lot of the main roads are in okay shape for you
Right.
this morning. It's getting out of your neighborhoods. I know my street, I was the first one making the lines for everyone else to follow heading out the
Yeah.
door this morning. So you'll be running into a little bit of that this morning. It is a very, very light and fluffy snow, so it's not a hard move to get that snow up and off your cars and out your driveways. On the radar, we still got that spray of lake effect snow that is hanging around this morning. A lot of you north of the thruway especially, waking up to 1 to 3 inches of fresh snowfall. You'll see an additional 1 to 3 in those areas by the end of the day. We got teens as we are up and at them this morning. Highs today taking a little bit of a hit. We are only in the 20s again.
We begin this morning with a busy overnight.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Oh, look at that moon, the waning moon. We had our full moon the other night. We got some clouds rolling through it. Under those clouds, we got some snow falling on the ground. We've been waking up to some fresh snowfall for a lot of you, a fluffy couple of inches of snow, and this is going to continue throughout the morning. This afternoon, things a little quieter, but still at least some snow showers hanging on. We have this extending all the way down from the southern tier, up 81, in and around Syracuse to the lakeshore, and even up into the North Country for you this morning. And so we'll find anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of snow you're waking up to this morning. Our cold front came through yesterday, and that's what's bringing the colder air back our way. Additional snowfall. We do have a winter weather advisory for Wayne and northern Cuba County, so by the time everything is wrapped up this afternoon, your totals will be closer to that 4, 5, 6 inch mark by the end of the day. Of course, lesser amounts outside of that. It is a very light and fluffy snow, but it's very cold this morning. But actually, I look at this and I'm like, this isn't that bad considering most mornings for the last week and a half, we've been waking up single digits, both above and below zero. So this is already a little bit better than it has been. But it feels like single digits when you factor in the wind for you this morning. So at the bus stop, it's cold. We got that fresh snow. So the kids are going to want to wear boots probably heading out the door. Coming home today, it's a colder day. We did hit 30 for the first time in 12 days yesterday, but we're scaling it back. 20s are with us for today, and that will continue through the end of the week. The Arctic front moves through Friday night into Saturday, knocking temperatures down. We have another weekend, third weekend in a row, with highs only in the single digits and sub-zero wind chills. And that's going to come with additional snow as well. Before today, our snow is mostly concentrated this morning. Not quite as snowy this afternoon. Still occasional snow showers, but not really amounting to a whole lot. They're fairly light. And overall, things fairly quiet. Not a whole lot happening tomorrow, too. It's just another cold, cloudy day with occasional snowflakes flying around. And our temperatures in the 20s again. So it's still cold tomorrow. We're going to keep it cold into Friday. Friday night is when that next front comes through here. I do think everyone is fair game for about 1 to 4 inches of snowfall, maybe closer to 2 to 5 in some spots. We'll keep you posted on that. But sub-zero wind chills, like 10 to 20 below zero Saturday, Sunday morning. Ugh. But then we climb out of it. There are lots of signs telling us that by next Wednesday, we could have temperatures to normal. And normal for this time of the year is freezing. So we'll take that.
I like normal.
Oh, yeah, same. Well, let's answer our question of the day. We have thoughts over there, Kate.
And eventually we'll have some warmer days, but we're going to get through a lot more cold days ahead, including today. Here's what it looks like. A really nice view from the CATV Skynet 9 camera. This is from the zoo looking out over downtown with fresh snowfall. We got some birds flying around. We have sunrise coming up in about 20 minutes. It is 16 degrees and it feels like 4 outside. We've been dealing with fresh lake effect snow, dropping about an inch or so of some light fluffy snow. Some spots a little bit more, some spots a little less, but you want to watch out for any slick spots on the roads. We're seeing an additional 1 to 3 inches in the spots in that shaded light blue area. That's like Baldwinsville, Cato, up towards Walcott. Mostly cloudy, temperatures 20s again today. And then this weekend, single digits. But after this weekend, things are starting to look up, at least for in the short term. The next week or two, temperatures are looking like they get to normal. So like low mid 30s. I just want a couple of days above freezing.
Yeah.
I'm not even asking for like 40. I'm just going for like 34. I'll take a 34 at this point.
That's all we're asking
That's
for.
all I'm asking for.
Have yourself a wonderful day. Get a car wash. The car needs it.